Look what we have here. She was upset about it. Oh, that was already like that. That ain't gonna fly. Hey, now it's Anthony with A&A Professional Services. Before we start this video, go ahead and join the New Wave Facebook group. The link will be in the description and in the comment section. Look what we have here. Hey, this is a 2024. She said it was a demo. She seemed to be very proud of it. But what I did notice when she took the cover off, she was upset about it because it's supposed to be sitting in the garage, out the way, out of the elements. But she had some work going on in her house, so she had to park it outside. Again, she had a cover on it. You can still see some of the fibers from the cover, which kind of leads me to believe that the cover was on it when the damage was done. It's been parked right here with a cover on it. I showed up. She started taking the cover off, so I started to help her take the cover off. And when I walked on this side of the vehicle, I saw it. And as soon as I saw it, I told her, I said, hey, you got a crack right here in your headlight. Because this is a new vehicle, and had I not pointed out to her, it'd have been, I really feel that she might have thought that I always thought that I thought that might have been a possibility, so I said it immediately, which is to remind you guys that when you're out here detailing, please, inspect the vehicle, look over the vehicle with the customer, and point out any flaws or damages or things that's already on the vehicle so you don't get blamed for it, because sometimes they don't see it. You don't want to have an issue with the customer, leave you a bad review. You just don't want that problem, man. So, and I'm guilty of it. I don't always do it. I don't always look over the vehicle before I start. I've been doing this for a long time. I haven't had many problems with customers, as far as detailing, and it's just something that slips my mind. I'm ready to get in and get out. I'm ready to get to the next job. Remember to look over that vehicle. The vehicles that are made these days are really fragile, so you have to be careful. Take your time and pay attention, because you're paid for it if you're always moving hastily. To replace anything on a vehicle like this one will always cost more than the detail, even if you have liability insurance. Go ahead, file a claim, and watch your insurance drop you. You would definitely have to order that headlight from a dealership, and it would definitely be expensive. In this business, you have to be proactive in lowering your liability. Every part on most vehicles will cost more than the detail. I know I'm repeating myself, but I want to make sure that you heard me. I save as much as I can so I can have reserves to pay for accidents and mistakes. This way I can pay for the damages within reason. If the damages are really expensive, I'll fall back on my insurance. There have been times I've been detailing the vehicle and saw some damage. I didn't know if I caused it or it was there prior to me cleaning the vehicle. Now I have to decide whether to ask the customer if it was already damaged. I'm conflicted at this point. Will the customer be honest? I was looking at the back one. This tire stem was up top. I backed it up, and how I know it's 180 degrees, because now it's at the bottom. So it was here, now it's there. Simple, A lot of y'all know this already. Some of y'all don't. Sometimes, you guys been watching me a long time. You say you repeat yourself over and over again, but you got to. So the wheel was clean, looked clean before I rotated it. And when you rotated it, it's another part of the rim that you didn't get. And sometimes you guys are seeing this thing when you see vehicles are just getting clean and they drive off, and you like, hey man, they didn't get your tires. Well, they did get your tires, they just didn't get the whole tires. And that's even with the tire shine. You got to rotate it when you're doing the tire shine, because it's gonna be a certain part that, this part right here, the tire shine is not able to get all of it, because the tire kind of curves up under. So you don't get that area real good as you think you do. It looks like it, but when you rotate it, it doesn't. There's a possibility that the customer wouldn't know if the damage was there prior to me being there. Or do I just keep my mouth shut? Honestly, no one wants to shell out money on a mishap or something they didn't do. Money is hard to come by, and to spend it in that way seems like a waste. Well, it is a waste, but part of business. If it can happen, it will. Our job is to minimize the risk and don't be negligent. Also, you don't want to make the damage that is already done worse. Just like the headlight here. If water gets inside, it can possibly cause the light to stop working. Am I liable for that? I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Protect yourself, because at the end of the day, no one really wants to pay. Luckily, I saw the damage before I started cleaning the vehicle and before she went back into the house. See how clean they are now. That acid works pretty good. This is the wheel that I showed y'all. I wish I would have showed y'all like the whole thing, like, you know, me cleaning it and it looking clean, and then me doing the rotation and not looking clean. I should have showed y'all that, but hey. But they're all should be clean now, and I'm done with the tires, and then I make my way onto the wash. She honestly didn't know that that light was already damaged. She really would have thought that I caused the damage. She wasn't happy, and I understand how she feels. Got a grit guard in here, y'all, and I do use it. As you can see, I still use a grit guard. It helps to minimize swirls to the paint. Introducing swirls to a vehicle's paint is considered as damage. Every time you detail a vehicle, there's a possibility that you can introduce swirls to the paint. So you can use a pre-wash, a foam cannon, a grit guard to help minimize swirls. Also, don't press down hard when washing the vehicle. Most customers don't notice swirls, but we do. Also, be careful when using high-powered pressure washers. They can turn a small chip in the paint into a big one. Don't get too close to the paint with the wand. Remember, it doesn't take a lot of pressure to clean the car. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. When washing, always wash from top to bottom. Then rub your wash mitt against the grit guard before washing another panel. This way you're cleaning away the debris with the mitt before introducing dirt from one panel to another. So if you're wondering if you need insurance, yes, you do. If you're in this business long enough, you will damage something. Make sure you're covered. I don't care how careful you are, accidents and mistakes will happen. So shop around for insurance, get you some quotes, and get insured. I've been detailing professionally for over a decade, and I've damaged some vehicles. Liability insurance and my savings account saved me. I'm going to say it again. If it can happen, it will. When I first started my business, I didn't have liability insurance. I thought it would be expensive, but later found out that it's not. Make sure you charge correctly so that you can cover expenses such as liability insurance or some savings. Low prices will make this more difficult to accomplish. Remember, if you damage something, you are responsible. All the customer wants to hear is that you'll take care of it. Alright y'all, I'm all done to wrap this video up. I just want to say, make sure you inspect those vehicles when you first start, man, because that can make and break that detail for the day. If that customer did not know that that was already like that, and you've already started on the vehicle, or you wait until after to see it and you try to say, oh, that was already like that, that ain't gonna fly. They're gonna be like, oh no, it wasn't like that, no, it's a brand new car, blah blah blah. And it could be a problem. And I was so glad that I saw that. When we was taking the cover off of it, I was helping her take the cover off, and boom, it was there. I said, hey, you got a crack right here. And she wasn't happy about it. That's all I got, y'all, man. Shouts out to the new wave. Peace.